Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So, I wanted to jump on here and talk to my sisters, my daughters of Zion, because this specific message, and I know I don't just address you directly, and anybody else if you're listening, but for you especially. Now, I want to speak to you about quite a few things actually, but I want to make it short. And y'all know I'm a little long winded, but understand that there are people who are out there who are trying to make it seem that they can eject you out the equation and that everything will be fine, that they can replace you with a fake and everything can be fine. They don't know that they are signing the dotted line for their own destruction because there is no Israel without you. There is no Israel without the bloodline Israelite woman. There's just none. Because you birthed the purpose, you birthed the promise, you birthed the nation, and only you, the heartbeat, can get the Most High to move in a powerful way. Now, let me give y'all this example. Because I'm sure, a lot of us in some way have sort of the same disciplinary system in our households. And if you don't, I'm sorry. But, you know, when you do something bad or your children do something bad and, mama look at you with that one eye, she don't got to say a thing. The one eye just says enough. Like, if you don't stop, okay, if you don't stop, I'm finna go postal on you. Or just, she don't have to say a word, just an eye. On a good day, you might get two eyes, you know. Now, on a bad day, she might just skip over all that and go straight to the belt. Pick your poison. And I don't mean like drink your poison, but which belt? And don't pick nothing stupid. You know how they are. Or she might just go nuclear and postal and go for the jugular with one of these. Okay, you ain't finna act right? I'm finna call your daddy. Right? Straight to the father. And what happens? Right there, then you know your goose is cooked. You know ain't no turning back. You just gonna have to go all the way, go it alone, because there is no reasoning with daddy once mommy done put her 2 cents in. And you know she over there when she on the phone or she telling him she done put a little extra in there to spice it up. Yeah, they want to act like they're bigger than they britches. They over here causing confusion, give me migraines and things. I can't even think right up in here today. What you gonna do? Now you know she already riled him up. By the time daddy gets to you, it's about to get nuclear. There's no reasoning. The best thing you can do is just shut your mouth. Don't even cry. Cause you know the little sniffles like about to make it worse. You got one of those daddies like I do, he look at you like, oh, you crying? Or did I get something to cry for? Oh, you want something to cry for? You keep crying, I'm about to give you something to cry for. Now you know daddy got double the strength of mommy. So once it gets to that point, game over. So I just say, I say that just to impress upon you, right? As the heartbeat. Once that woman get the heart of the man, they said the woman is the strongest in terms of influence, the man physically. When you have the right influence, everything finna go in the right direction. They replace you with some plastic and some fake. Like we say, ain't no Gentile woman finna have an Israelite baby. Okay, you need both. None. Because the Most High, as we said, he doesn't look at Gentiles like he looks at Israel. And we about to go in the book of Jubilee to see how the Most High went after these other nations for defiling Dinah and the daughters of Israel. So anybody who tell you anything other than to talk about the Most High and dealing with women like that, please X yourself. Have some respect and dignity, and X yourself out from their channel or walk away. You had while you have the freedom now, because those people are self haters. They ain't have no love for their neighbor nor themselves, and surely not for the Most High. Because without you, the Most High, He ain't finna move. That's what He put in my heart. When He says, like, look, remember, when I showed you all of these people while you was doing my work, and I floored them, all these people laughed at you when you warned them, when you try to talk to them, when you try to protect them. Y'all ever see the lioness or the mama bear when they go after their cubs? Anybody go after their cubs, it's like they develop some super strength. Or the woman. You go after mama bear's kids, whoo, child, I don't know what whoo. You dig that ditch for yourself too. And they don't realize the ditch they're digging by lying and saying they don't need you. And some of y'all in there hanging in because you real loyal. And you know why it is important for Israel to be united, especially as the heartbeat. Because we said, how does the Most High really communicate? From your heart. So when you finna drop down and cry out in the midnight hours and pray, and that's why He said, daughters of Zion, when you pray outside of the gates, because that's how He listens and communicates. Right? That's why some of y'all over here worrying about you ain't got no man to protect you. You ain't got nobody to speak on behalf of you. And like you finna just completely overlook the Most High. And I'm talking to y'all because I want you to understand that no matter what they say to you, okay, you are not the least in terms of you don't not have an important place. Because before in the body, remember we talking about the body, the Most High compared Israel to a woman, as we said, because she birthed the purpose. And as we said, when daddy listen to mommy complain about them bad children over here with their gainsaying, arguing about other nations instead of minding their own business and staying straight, keeping on the steady path, he not finna listen to you. You over here sniffling, but, we can work this out. No, he about to get nuclear on these little bad Israelites. Because mama done complained and told, look, they out here mistreating each other. They don't respect each other, because I know there are brothers and sisters out there that said they get the worst treatment from each other. And if you follow the curses, you see why. And I can understand why you're hurt, because you see that we're all in the same boat, but some people don't seem to see it. We all finna go through the same things. But it's like some of them are in a trance because they have contaminated their minds and their hearts by chasing after the unattainable. They're over there worrying about Gentiles. We are not even together. We're divided. Okay? You are not even fixed. But you're over there worrying about including others. How about you fix your people first? Here's a challenge. You want to prove that you are brilliant? A real challenge is to man up or woman up and bring Israel together. Now, that right there is impressive. And I ain't talking about brute force or nothing crazy. But under our Elohim, like he said with the two greatest commandments, love your neighbor as yourself, right? The second one. But the greatest, to love our Elohim with all your heart, mind, body, and soul. Right? That's what hang all the laws and the prophets. Remember, the Most High didn't send all these people arguing about people from Moab and Ammon, the Ammonites and the Japhethites or the Canaanites, the Cushite. They typical Israel. Remember, if they piss you off, remember they pissed off the Most High too. Even throughout when Israel was coming out of Egypt, what happened? He told Moses, you're gonna have to go ahead because these gainsaying Annoying children ain't gonna make it to the promised land if I have to walk with them, because I'm finna get mad and destroy them. See, a lot of people don't truly understand our Elohim. He is like that father figure in your life. You ain't finna keep doing the same nonsense and not get this discipline. And when the discipline come down with twice the strength. Okay? Some of y'all over here thinking, oh, you about to get over on our Elohim. Trust and believe. It's not happening. The more division you create amongst us, because you too nosy, trying to speak on behalf of other nations, like anybody hired you to be lawyers or PR people. The only thing you doing is working hard, overtime, doing late night graveyard shifts for the lake of fire. That's all. Okay? You bring in them other women, they are not birthing a whole full-blooded pure seed. If you look in the scriptures, the Bible says the first fruits. Okay, the first fruits. What does that mean? He looking for a pure set of people who have not been defiled or contaminated. When I said, ask your little Gentile friends who you over there begging for, what happened to them? Why the Most High call them the pollution or the polluted seed? Not to defile yourselves with them. Because even if you read the book of Jubilee, you see, you don't know Elohim to know how terrible he will be when you continue to cross him. He said basically to Jacob's son, Simeon and Levi, that, look, I'm finna write your name on the tablets and call you blessed, just for destroying those who defile Israel, both the seed of the Gentiles and the seed of Israel. I don't know if y'all hearing me when I say this. Both the external and internal enemy, the traitors and the other ones that he stirred up. For giving your seed away, he called them contaminated. For sacrificing your children, sending them to the fire. Do you know what Molech means? When you see people walking around with a star of Molech, I try to be nice with the idolatry and tell y'all about, because the Most High said not to make any images of anything in heaven or in earth. But some of y'all want to be stiff-necked. And we have to understand, right? These are a set of people who pissed off the prophets. They pissed off Moses. And Moses had to kill some of them. Actually, a lot of them didn't make it into the promised land, because you have them over here arguing now, well, I think it's stupid talking about Moab. Child, look, let's get to the bigger picture. If disobedience is what got us here, it's because we were thinking small. Let's see the big picture. And the big picture says that you are hated by all nations. How about that? Okay? All nations. So you over here defending your destruction. You over here defending those who fin. All the Gentiles sitting down doing is twiddling their fingers. They wondering when this about to pop off. These people taking forever. The flood is already here. We saying the Most High is holding it back. He's waiting for y'all do something. Okay? Y'all might be upset that this woman is over here telling you this. But because he, as I said, who was the heart? Right? We said through the woman, ain't nobody finna love you like an Israelite woman. The mother of humanity. Right? Y'all didn't catch that. He sees you, the daughters of Zion. If you feel like you being betrayed and these people out here mistreating you, hit the floor, hit the knee, cry out. And he finna come deal with them. That's what he put in my spirit. And I ain't lying to you. When he deals with them, he deals with them. Okay, as I said, I've seen him take down whole nations. And so have you. All right? He's taken down people. Now, I'm not trying to discredit the brothers, because trust and believe. Powerful. Even the other day, a brother, like, I drive a big vehicle, so I was trying to pull out the garage, and there's a lot of people like coming, and I'm talking about speed. This brother stepped into the middle of the road, stopped traffic, and said, come on. We saw videos of our kings going to bat. And nothing sends shivers up your spine than seeing the power that your Israelite man exudes. When I saw that king, I forgot what channel he was on, and he was defending that woman, and he was not finna back down. Whoo, child. Now that's what I'm talking about. Not the little cowards that like to curl up and run off and cower in the side and make up lies. And I know some of y'all who are over here arguing about nations still. Most of y'all ain't even from Israel, just trolls. Just sent to do your dirty. Sent to do the will of your mamzer. Because nothing you do, you can defend Moab or the Ammonites all you want. Our Elohim ain't finna let them back in. Deal with it. How about that? Yeah. Some of y'all need a little straight talk. You working extra hard for the lake of fire. And them other people you believe in who telling you that you can take the Israelite woman out the equation or the Israelite man out the equation, and you finna have a whole full holy seed. As I said, the Most High is he has never once received a tarnished offering or sacrifice. I need y'all to use the whole brain today. I ain't trying to insult you, but you need to dig deep into that spiritual intelligence. He's not taking anything contaminated. The self-hatred is so deep. This is one of the hardest topics. And it took forever for me to bring it out because I know how our people are. Like the Most High said, I'm finna send you like sheep into amongst these wolves. Chew you out. Chew you up and spit you out. Gainsaying. They love mischief, love wicked. Remember, how we got here was because of us. Right? We look at the other nations, and bad as they are causing their own problems, the one thing, because they are mocking us with our own blessing, mocking us with our own talent, living the life we should be living. I'm sorry, sometimes I sound like I'm laughing, but I'm just trying to control myself from crying. And y'all don't even get it. They stay on code. They not coming on no social media talking bad about their man or their woman. Even if they married and sleeping with some of y'all, and I'm going to say coons and traitors because I'm over y'all. Even if they sleeping with them, they not finna turn on their own. Some of y'all who defending them need to take a page out of that book. Since you love them so much, at least copy that. How about that? Because that's what the Most High is trying to tell you when he talks about the two greatest commandments. Some of y'all ain't got no code. You quick to walk out the nation and go look elsewhere for something else. Do something strange for a little piece of change. Or look for something strange for a little piece of change. I didn't just bring up Jezebel out of the wahoo just because I want to say she's from a different nation. I'm saying she came here because you brought her in. Our people. That's the wickedness that's been amongst us for a long time. Some of y'all over here, you still on some, because you were searching for power in the wrong places. Your power is not in your testicles. Okay? It comes from your Elohim. Or in your whatever else. Okay? And as we said, throughout it all, he looked at the heart, the heartbeat. When your women see what's going on and they start to cry out, whoo, all hell about to break loose. This is why they try to take her out of the equation. Once I saw, I think, some Edomites, this is what really sparked my attention. When, now you know how they like to put their women on a pedestal, but I noticed something the other day too. They over there talking to the men, and the men didn't even catch this. They like, but we got your woman though. And I'm just like, what? But now I get it. I get it. Okay? As look, once you ask for the spirit, he'll come and he'll show you all things. There was a point when I was asking for the spirit. I remember the Most High took me into a vision and showed me the number 9. I didn't know what it meant then, but I know now. I know now. I know the thing that must be done. Okay, I could tell y'all so many crazy things that happen. Like, but I understand. I ain't finna be like Yakub. Yakub got a little, you know, in his feelings when he saw his sons destroy and desecrate the Shechemites. He thought they were about to come and make war with him. So he reproached them, and guess what? Nothing happened. That's what a faithless people will do. You're over here worrying about your enemy, not knowing that the Most High, who got your front, your back, all your sides and perimeters, ain't finna let nobody hurt you. You worrying about messages like these, not knowing, look, he's holding it back for the message to come through. This has got to go out. As we said, I ain't finna mince my words. The flood is out. Some of y'all think ain't nothing happening. You sit down there, I'm still waiting. I'm depressed. I'm by myself. This is the perfect time in your isolation to cement your relationship with your Elohim. Because now you can get his attention and he can get yours because there's no distractions while you're in your isolation. That's how I got to know him even the best. Because that's when you start to seek him like never before. You don't have no distractions from nobody else in your ear tainting the knowledge. You just getting it raw and straight from him. That's the best way. Okay? So, as I said before, there are people out there, you think the Christian church is bad. There are another set that are even worse. I mean, the Christian church, they weren't even preaching the law. They were just completely lawless. But then there's another one who's pushing a law upon you that is worse than any other law. Remember, read Jubilee 30. That one about contaminating your seed, the ones who caused the defilement, about to get destroyed. It's like they're literally set up for the death. And the Most High is like, for anybody who take them down, you get written on the tablets of heaven. You will be called blessed. So all of y'all sitting down there thinking your little swirler relationship is blessed. You are sadly delusional. You are the ones the Most High said he sent that strong delusion for. Because what? He said you like to believe in fables. The Disney-fied mindset. You know, when you talk to the swirlers and the traders, it's like they're just bugged out their mind. They in a trance. Nothing's coming through because their mind and their hearts are contaminated. They can't operate effectively. And then some of y'all out there, I forgot who I was watching, who was showing like how some people even recruit. Like they go for people who have been psychologically and emotionally damaged. Okay, people will sell you out and they won't care. Remember how we say sociopaths are created or psychopaths? You have two extremes. They're either extremely neglected and abandoned, have not felt true love, or privileged. And either way, because you're given everything, you don't feel the love. You need that love factor in there to truly melt into you. And that is another thing we wanted to talk about with regards to Israel. Like we talk, all of y'all over there representing other nations. The reason why is probably because you're a sociopath just like them, and you don't have that heart factor. Because the one thing that our Elohim showed was that in these other nations, they have the power, but they don't have the heart. Ruthless. They sitting down here twiddling fingers, waiting on you. They calling all them rapture dates. If they finna, if y'all don't wake up, they finna just fake it. All throughout the scripture I'm reading, that's what he said. Look, just go on ahead and just cause all the wars and distraction, and then take them into captivity. Yep. Remember, we said once it's open, it's like cyclical. It's going to keep happening and build up and build up and build up. And then, because it's going to have to, I know some of y'all want to overlook that, but you're going to have to go back into captivity. If you don't want to hear, you're going to feel. All that lake of fire work you working for, you about to attain it. If you don't love yourself, and if you don't stop all this nonsense about worrying about other nations, because you yourself are not together. As we said, the challenge is try to put Israel together. That will show brilliance beyond brilliance. Try that. Because if you can't even put yourself together, you ain't finna do the same for any other nation. Because right now we're scattered, and Most High already said how we're going to be united. All right? Stop trying to figure out about how Moab going to get saved and Canaan and them others, they got to figure that out. Remember, work out their salvation. If they want it bad enough, that's why the Most High said, look, you ain't finna force this down nobody's throat. If they not receiving it, dust your foot off, dust their hand, go on to the next one. You come with peace, and yet you bring the kingdom of heaven to them. If they don't want the kingdom of heaven, they reject it. Bye. On to the next one. See, some of y'all don't get it because you need to cultivate the relationship with our Elohim. He is just like his people, as we said. But some of y'all won't know that because you ain't spending time with him. You over here worrying and fussing that you alone. You worrying and fussing on things that are unimportant. You doing no different than our ancestors and our forefathers. Gainsaying and arguing about nothing. You gonna argue about the air, but the air can have, oh wait. No. But the air is just wind. No. You know what I'm saying? Gainsaying. Isaiah said it. Moshe said it. And when they get mad, they're like, look, slaughter them. The Most High was like, just slaughter them because they're useless. Once they start arguing over the same nonsense over and over again, you have now become useless. Your mind is bugged out and spaced out. If you're not tapping back in anytime soon, you're useless. All you there to do is cause confusion. What they say, empty buckets or barrels make the most noise. And all the useless do is just drag down everybody else. That's why they say you got to cut the dead weight. And that's why, as we said, if you think about the 2/3, right? First, you got a whole. If you take off the 2 parts, which is the majority, right? The ones, because I don't watch numbers anymore, right? Because I understand that the larger chunk, the ones with the popularity that feel like, look, I need my message done a certain way. I need to be able to see your eyes. I need to be able to know what you look like. Complete narcissists. Don't even know it. Won't even examine their spirit. I need to see all that. Because based on how you look, despite the fact none of y'all can pick out any of the disciples in a lineup. You ain't never seen them. Yeah, you know because of their lineage and their bloodline what they would look like in terms of skin color. Right? Because they're Israelites and that's what they are. But you ain't finna pick out the identifying factors like their distinguishing features of their face. You couldn't do it with the Mashiach either, because a lot of y'all sit down there worshiping a false deity for a long time, thinking you was worshiping the true son of our Elohim. See what I'm saying? You've been making bad decisions for a long time. Don't feel bad about what I'm saying. Feel bad about the fact that we ain't been doing right for a long time. Right? It's the word that the Messiah, the Elohim, his Ruach puts inside of the people. Right? He's the one that brings it to life. He's the one that causes the word to be spread to the 4 corners of the earth. Nothing can be done truly without him. But some of y'all ain't loyal. All he looking for is loyalty and respect, because we've been disrespecting him for a long time. What happened the last time Israel gave him tarnished offerings? Did he accept Cain's offering? I'm trying to talk to the ones who like to go off like Rumpelstiltskin on a tangent. Okay? Like the Most High finna look. I'm about to give him any old thing, and he gonna compromise and say, okay, I'm gonna take this blemished lamb. It's okay, I love you. I'll take whatever you get. No, he has never settled for less. Some of y'all are okay with settling for less because just the backbone has been gone. And now I'm not talking to all of y'all, because as I said, there is a strength that is still alive amongst our people. I'm talking about the rest of them that y'all, if they leave, and let them go. Right? They were never for us. They got to go out so it could be messed that they were never for us in the first place. Let them go. If the Most High want to bring them back in, let him do it, because only he can do it best. But Israel ain't finna be reunited without him. And Israel ain't finna happen or an Israelite will not be birthed without an Israelite woman or her holy seed. It's just not going to happen. And for all of y'all and the confusion of faces again, the Most High says about his elect, they are the first fruits. What are the first fruits? The most concentrated seed of his originals that there is. So all of y'all, as I said before, who you want to fake like you don't hate yourselves, or you don't hate the Elohim, and really you just showing that you love Satan and his creation, right? I'm look, okay, I might say I'm telling y'all, but as a representative from our Elohim, I bring this to you. Self-hatred is strong. This is one of the hardest topics. I see some people talk about these things and get slaughtered, but I'm finna do it anyway. Okay, because this is a topic that needs to be handled. And our people are seeing how detrimental this is, how divisive this is, to dismiss each other, mistreat each other, throw each other under the bus for a butter biscuit. A butter biscuit. for, for a pat on the back. Okay. If anything, stop settling for less. For the brothers, the sisters, stop going into things without a commitment. Because some of us are creating our own destruction and ticking time bombs. I remember when I was in the Miami airport the other day, and there was this Caucasian woman and her kids, and the kids were like, you could tell they were driving them crazy. And they were doing little to nothing. Kids was bawling and running over, just stepping on my shoes, everything. I'm like, Lord. Then you had, I know she is an Israelite woman. She looked at her two little kids. They were trying to follow the Caucasian kids. She looked at them and she was like, look, you're not about to embarrass me today, okay? You sit down and you be quiet and keep in one place and don't get lost. After that, they were perfect. Little angels, don't move nothing. As I said before, all right? That when you have the right influence behind you, I'm not a feminist. Don't get it twisted. I know feminism wasn't created for us. It was created against us. All right? I am for the unity. Anybody who spreads the division, worthy of the lake of fire. And I know y'all don't like to hear that, but it's a real deal. Based off of what the Most High is saying, this ain't no fallacy. And by that, his coming is no fallacy. Coming with his rewards and his punishment. It's either eternity in the lake of fire or eternity in peace in heaven with our Elohim. Respect him. Stop thinking that he's about to get anything that you give him. Have respect. Like the scripture says, he says, stop giving him polluted bread. You're not finna give it to your other rulers. Why are you giving it to him? You disrespecting him for a long time now. And yes, I do speak on behalf of my father. Your father. That's how some of y'all need to understand. That's what he's trying to tell you. Who will stand up for him? Who will speak on behalf of him? Stop disrespecting him. He's not accepting the contamination of your seeds. No way, no how. You're not finna dilute, water out, have a Gentile woman from any other nation, have an Israelite baby, and he accept them. They're not coming in the congregation. Live with it. And all of y'all who have conflict of interest talking about, well, my grandmother was Caucasian. If that is going to cause you to have a conflict of interest, the best thing you can do is put down the Bible, go enjoy your family. Put it down, walk away. Because you are not finna contaminate. You want to bring in the Gentiles? Ask them. Y'all get mad when I say ask them what they did. I didn't call them this. I didn't say that they contaminated their seed. The Most High is trying to tell you something went on, and because of whatever unfaithful or faithlessness they did, they tarnished their seed. Okay? And I know some of y'all die hard for them. Both of y'all going to the same place. Okay? Remember, y'all finna see the elect and the remnant walking by while y'all begging. Just bring me a little water. You know, one smart mouth about to look at y'all, be like, oh, you realize that you was gonna need water in eternity? Oh, now you just realize? Why don't you ask your camp leader? Or better yet, ask your pastor. Ask your false doctrine pusher. Oh, wait, they all there with you. I guess you straight out of luck. Maybe y'all can go on ahead and argue about which nations or which while y'all are in the lake of fire. You got all the time in the world. Trust me, eternity ain't finna end. You got all the time in the world. Bugged out your mind because you too scared to get sensible. And the message started for the woman. All right, for my sisters, for the daughters of Zion, that you are the heartbeat. And as I said, the Most High sees what? The heart. That's how he acts. Right? What did he see with Balaam and Balak? Yeah, you know the Moabites that people are still over here defending. Talking about their neighbors. No, they're not. They're not. If they're not Israel, they're not in you. They're not for you. And the Most High is not dealing with them. And usually it's probably Moab comes speaking on behalf of themselves, or Moab's husband or wife that went out. You're going to have to give them back or join them. They made their bed and they finna lie in it. They just over here waiting. That's how the Most High is able to use them in that way, because they ain't finna show you no mercy. Let me say this again. They are not showing you any mercy. When this stuff pops off, at the end, this is why the Most High said the people just gonna possess them for slaves. And if y'all want to be nice and say servants, okay, fine. Whatever floats your boat. Not like it's gonna stop anything, but okay, if that's what you want to do. Okay, when it finna pop off? Because some of y'all think anything I say or anybody else says is gonna change it. No, it's not. The book has already been written. What's finna happen is gonna happen. Okay, it's only for you to get ready. Like we said, the Mamzer already sent out the flood. You know which Mamzer I'm talking about. The Mamzer that send them out to talk to you about ejecting your woman, the heartbeat, so you can't call on the Elohim to come save you. Okay? So you can't call. Remember, your heart, they also influence your mind. It is all connected, but we'll talk about this another time. I didn't want to make this too long. Just wanted to say, Israel, get your priorities straight. A lot of y'all are working overtime. Not for the kingdom up above, but for the kingdom below. Some of y'all don't even realize it because you are being taken away with false doctrines. And it's not only from the Gentiles or the Christians, but from your own seed, from your own people. As we said, the Most High has shown time and time again. Okay? If you over here causing the defilement in Israel, he cutting you out too. Whoever you are, you're going to get cut. You will be no different from the Gentiles. You will be tortured with the stone. And whoever tortures you with the stone will be rewarded. So I really don't know which Elohim you thinking finna save you. He just giving you a little extra time. You either going, what he give you, more rope. You either going to hang yourself or let it go. And completely devote yourself, because the only way you can fix this is to first work on yourself, right? You got to work on your people. You got to secure your mask before you can save anybody else. This is why I said there's too many of our people bugged out their minds, spazzing out. Don't worry. The Most High got that. He got that elixir. He got that cure for your crazy mind. Right? I'm telling you. Y'all don't know torture yet. You getting a little piece now. You torturing yourself because y'all don't like to hear this truth. Let's see how them little 30 coins fare when you over there either just completely destroyed or what. Yes, there is a hell. The scripture shows you there's a hell with Lazarus and the rich man. The rich man tried to talk his way out of hell, and what happened? You not finna argue your way out of it. Once you get there, there's no coming out. Yes, it's a scary thing, and I want you to be scared. Even though I don't like fear mongering, some of y'all need it. Because some of y'all are just dazed and confused. Some of y'all like, look, I don't even know if it's gonna happen. Don't worry. Gentiles, they know it's gonna happen. MAGA, or Make America Great, ain't just happened by accident, nor did Trump. It was all by design. It was all by design. Y'all think Hillary had it in the bag, huh? You think Obama's little speech, what's his little speech about boom or psh, was simply telling you he was just about to blow you up? No, all the little FEMA camps he done set up, think it was just for decoration. Because you know what he loosened. He loosened the floodgates. He knew the Most High is on his way. You might not want to listen to this woman because you already let them poison your mind. But I know there are some people out there, the humble ones amongst us, who know, look, the Most High going hard to warn you, because before he sends the destruction, he warns you. Right? He warns you. He warning you with your own, the Gentiles, when they are there telling you MAGA. And a lot of y'all know what breaking down MAGA means. They finna put our black ASSES back in slavery. That's what they want. They long for them days. Okay? No matter what, you hoping on opioids, but then you disrespecting the heartbeat. So if you try to take out the heartbeat, the Most High ain't listening to you. So the faster that y'all start respecting each other and loving each other and treating each other with love and respect, and over understand that united you stand, divided you fall, the faster you get to how the Most High intended our world to be. Because the only reason you want to continue to preserve this is because you love wickedness. Because you love wickedness. You think the glamour and the show, you're finna take that to the death. As I said before, the Most High shows he has his mansions ready for his elect. Stop being scared. Get a backbone and wake up. Get a backbone and wake up. All right? He's looking for his pure seed. Stop out there creating contaminations, and these poor mamsers out there posting, talking about, look, my dad's an Israelite, but my mom's a Gentile. Am I an Israelite? And then you got some punk by the face. Oh, yes, you are, right? Stop lying to them. It's because of the disobedience why you over there creating these poor souls. That's how we got here. You are your worst enemy. You are the reason that the Kraken is released on us and just sitting there waiting. They just like, most of them listening to your channels anyway. They just over here like, we just waiting for the sign. We just want to see. The reason why we put up all these things to watch, y'all, is so we can know when it's time to go all out. Because trust and believe, they still, like they said, psychopaths. When they go all out on you, trust and believe. If you don't have the Most High in your corner, you still over there arguing about nonsense and about who is your enemy. As he already told you, keep disobeying him and see what happens. He said you're hated above all people. That right there should tell you they ain't finna be saved, because they have hatred for you. And anybody who hates his people, defiles them, you think he finna save them. And you out there saving them, you finna go down with the ship too. All I'm saying, Israel, is be encouraged. You are not a feeble people. if I have to remind you what you have gone through, what our people have gone through, and you are still here. We try to say not everybody can go through that. Y'all see just a little bit, just a little bit of conflict, just a little bit of issues, and some of them lose their mind. Y'all over there drooling over Becky and Brad or them other nations, and they are still showing a united front because they finna stump you into the ground. They are showing a united front as they stomp, stomp, stomp on you and take you out. I'm not saying this with any amount of joy at all. But that is what they've been set out to do, and they have to do it. And as we said before, the stubborn and the stiff-necked amongst us, the ones that are constantly making stupid videos about small things, trying to figure out which enemy is which. What, because you an enemy too, huh? You ain't trying to put the people to put more effort into trying to unite your people, getting them to love themselves, love their children, love their mamas and daddies, stop dishonoring our father, and understand he deserves all respect because he deserves the best. He ain't finna take nothing profane, nothing tarnished. He ain't never sung. Look, when the priests try to bring anything blemished, what happened to them? They were dead, destroyed. He hasn't changed. He was that then terrible, and he's still terrible now. It all depends on how you behave. Right now, he giving us that time, the grace period. But trust and believe, brothers and sisters, as clear as day, it's over. Time is up. All right? Time is up. We finna tell you the son of perdition. We finna tell you the man of sin. The traitors amongst you. The ones who are out there trying to continuously cause division. Guess why I said, I don't know who these people who wearing Moloch stars represent. Because Moloch represents that you are okay with sacrificing your people for money. You are okay with sacrifice. You don't have no love for them, nor yourself, nor Elohim. You don't fear him. That's why a lot of them get scared when you talk about, look, these are the things that must follow a servant of our Elohim. They must have the spirit and the fruits and all these things. Nah, I've seen some of them, they quick and refute it. Woman, be quiet. You ain't finna pull that kill switch. Because as I said, woman is Israel. Without the woman, there's no Israel. The same thing with the bride, because he knows all she got to do is start weeping. That's where the power is at. That's how you call on our Elohim, and he comes. That's why they've been trying to press out the Israel woman, because they know, oh, wait. Okay, well, let's go put the harlot in. He not finna listen to nothing profane. So you want to go have children with the Gentiles and the heathens and think, because they know what they're doing. Read Jubilee 30. Get an understanding. He not finna answer to none of them. That's why the other nations, the woman is compared to a harlot, a whore, a prostitute, idols. He don't answer to that because what he said, they're powerless, they're dead, there's nothing in them. Only he gave them the power over you because you allowed it. They ain't finna do nothing you not allowing. You allowed this. So excuse me if I get a little zealous anger. Excuse me if sometimes I might just like, whew, come down with the fire like that. Because when, as I said, the Most High, he opened up that pineal gland. And now you seeing everything. To where even Al-Shatan got to come try to negotiate with you. And some of y'all would stand up and probably say, hey, what you finna offer? As some of y'all have. You're out there negotiating your bloodline out with him. Knowing he can't give these things. Yahushua knew it wasn't for him to give none of these things he was offering him because it belongs to him. It belongs to him. So, with that being said, get yourself together. Instead of making videos showing that your self-hatred, showing the hate that you have for, I'm sorry if your mama hates you, if your mama hates you or mistreated you, or somebody, your grandmama, your mama kept leaving with you with your grandmama or your grandparents. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that. But think about it. We are all here today. We would have been united. The whole village would have been taking care of the kids if stubborn, stiff-necked people didn't want more than they had. They had enough, but they wanted to be incontinent. They wanted to covet. They thought it's greener on the other side. Okay? These are the curses that the disobedience has brought upon us. And if you don't break it, because you got to stop it, it's not like you don't have the strength to. Some of y'all think you don't. Some of y'all continually underestimate yourselves. And that's what's so sad. Because when I see y'all and I hear some of the things you'll say, I'm like, these people have no clue. The rest of the world knows. They're paying billions, trillions even, to stop this waking up. That they have found some compromisers amongst you who are willing to sell you out. Where did you think Judas came from? Our people. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. Right? It's called the son of perdition, not the daughter of perdition. Yeah, I know I had to say that. But I'm not trying to discredit or discount any of the brothers. And the strong men will know this. But the truth is the truth. I didn't manipulate the Bible. Like we said, when they walk around with this 12 tribe chart, they want to put Judah as all Negroes. And they forget, the people in the West Indies, maybe y'all need to come out your comfort zone because they're Negroes too. So what you trying to say? And then they put down all these other little, it's a divisive plan to insert the tears, the ones who the Most High calls abominations. I'm so, abominations are not my fault. I didn't create them. It's a disobedient people amongst us that keep doing this and causing greater dysfunction upon their children. They're the ones sending their children through the fire by contaminating their seed and getting you to co-sign to this mess. And some of y'all going on willy-nilly because you don't have understanding. And that's not all of you. Because the Most High chose these people, our people, because he still sees heart. And he still sees power. The woman, the man, heart, power, the body. Able to rule in all fairness and justice. Those are the nations that, if you see these wicked people still banking for them, run. Because they banking for the power with the ruthlessness. Because that's what they represent. And yeah, I'm finna just be done. But as I said before, Judas, one man, betrayed our Messiah, who did the work and the power of what many people should have done. And he has an elect and a remnant that were also reserved. And this very same things that he had to go through, they have to go through. Just like he had to be betrayed by his own. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but you got to hear the tough stuff. Because time has ran out. You think they just telling you time's up just because? Just for fun and giggles? As we said, you are a pawns in a highly sociopathic game. And I'm talking about within this world of contamination. You living around contaminates. You over there complaining about the water, the air, your education, all these things, the coons, the traders, all contaminants in a lawless world. Out here to squish the promise out of you. And some of y'all are either going to fall by the way or step up to the plate. They are spending billions and trillions And if they find out, look, they either finna create something fake with their raptures, cause they look, they're like, look, what they impatient too. These people are a little too complacent and lackadaisical. All right, the Gentiles have been sent for you to stir you up. Same thing happened every time you disobedient. What the Most High did to Solomon, he stirred up some Edomites. Stirred up an Edomite every single time because ain't nobody do this wicked job like they do. They do it with excellence. Okay, remember we told you they doing what they supposed to do. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. Some of y'all are getting it. Some of y'all are waking up. Hallelujah. At first, I really didn't see where the Most High was getting 144 from or a remnant. I look, we family, we could be straight. I really didn't see it. But my mind has changed. Mind blown. Never question our Elohim. If he says he finna do something, he's gonna do it. If he says he about to flatten your enemies and make them your footstool, he will do it. Never before in my life has Psalms 23rd been so real in my life. The 23rd Psalms, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Hey. Mm-mm-mm. So, I know I said a mouthful. I really only plan to take 15 minutes. But as I said, once you start this revelation process, right? Like I told you about my aunt who she's going hard. I never thought I would see the day. But let me tell you what. Remember we talk about what happened? A woman messed with her cub or her child. Do you know why she's fasting? Not for her own personal gain, but because her baby is going through hell and high water. You know who's taking him through hell and high water? An Edomite. I don't care what anybody else want to say. No, okay. The heathen. If that will make you feel better. It doesn't matter because as we said, most I said that all those other nations hate you. If you don't understand what hate is, please go look it up. Right? But that's what is driving them to change. Remember, all you got to do sometimes is just step back and let him work. Get out the way. Right? You've done enough praying. Now let it go and let him. You might not see it right away, but stay the path. Steady, easy does it. Stay the path. Be obedient. Be righteous. If he tell you to do something, do it. If he tell you to stop, do it. Okay? So, boy. I really didn't mean for this to be 58 minutes, but I'm sorry. Yeah. Don't take each other for granted. It's very sad when you see our people have to be saying each other, we treat each other the worst. And the biggest mistake is for you to think that because your brother and your sister treat you the worst, that it's okay to go out to other nations because they about to treat you even worse. Okay? You don't even know what's coming. Stay the path. If you got to separate, that's why he tells you separate. Pray about it and let him work on it. And stop trying to take each other out of the equation. All right? You are a blessed seed. He didn't tell you to contaminate your DNA eating contaminated food nor sexing contaminated bodies. He intended for you to be a pure seed, highly concentrated, and you might not like. That's why I say you don't. The people that you hate the most are those that finna rule over you. And I ain't talking about the, y'all, okay, they dark skinned, but do they have them good hair? No, I'm talking about the ones who got that 4C, 4D hair. And some of y'all, the dark skinned ones, y'all need to like level up. Get up out of this depression. Okay, you are loved by the King. You are loved by our Elohim. Okay, he sees you. You are precious before his sight. You are the diamond in the rough. Okay, he didn't make any mistakes on you. No, look, I know some of y'all didn't even know anything was wrong with you till you went out amongst the stiff-necked wicked ones amongst us. Nothing is wrong with you. You are loved. Open up your mouth and cry out to your Elohim, because trust and believe. He will hear you. Okay? And cry out aloud. Continue to work on your salvation. Fear and trembling. Humble yourself. We are dealing with a whole bunch of psychopaths. We're going to need it. And continue to pray for each other and stay the path. Don't be a Judas. Don't be a Peter. Don't be, in terms of denying each other. Okay? The falling away finna happen. Because some of y'all gonna get it. But look, as long as y'all don't fall back into old ways, go directly to the King. This is why the Most High said the Messiah he is our mediator. Okay, he's on our side. Right? He is the priest. He's the one that's going in for us. Once you get that, everything's good. So anyway, brothers and sisters, it's great as usual talking to y'all. I hope you got something from this. I continue to tell you to stay encouraged. Okay? Look, if you need to, on your history and what you went through and what our people has gone through. And realize no one could do it like you. Some of them would have already offed themselves, committed suicides, took a long walk off short planks, shot up schools. And even then, they show you how they still united. They gonna cuddle their people to death. Okay, if you really want to follow them, take a page out that book, right? That one right there. Stay loyal. With that, brothers and sisters, shalom.